So this story comes from Texas. A Garland police officer, whose name is Matthew Mitchell, has been fired for 2 separate incidents involving police brutality that he omitted from the initial reports of both incidents.
Business as usual.
And this is according to his own department.
He deserves to go to jail.
The 2 incidents involved happened back in February, and Matthew Mitchell was suspended indefinitely in May, which is a little more than a year after he started working for the Garland Police Department.
He's not right for the job.
This guy had 2 public hearings that were scheduled in October so that he could appeal his termination because of course he was fired.
Oh shit, Sherlock.
But instead of appearing at those hearings, he opted to resign.
That's suspicious.
That's because he's guilty.
Because there were some really interesting things that was going to be presented at those hearings. Like, for example, on February 21st, Mitchell and other officers handcuffed a man, and then when that man tried to flee, Mitchell grabbed the man and restrained him on his back, and then proceeded to strike that man in the head, face, and shin area with his knee.
That seemed unnecessary.
It's in their nature. They can't help it.
There were 2 officers who completed a use of force report, and in neither report was there any mention of the use of force that Mitchell used against that suspect.
Embellish the story just a tad.
And a dishonest man you can always trust to be dishonest.
Even though the suspect would later on claim that the assault left them, quote, dazed and nearly unconscious, end quote. About 3 weeks later, Mitchell was questioned by Internal Affairs, and his recollection of events did not match the testimony given by other officers.
That's so odd.
About a day later, at around 3 a.m. on February 22nd, Mitchell and other officers responded to a domestic disturbance call. Mitchell had a woman in custody in the back of a police car, and while he was buckling her in, she simply sneezed and some mucus left her nose and went onto his arm. And so Mitchell decided to pepper spray this woman.
That seemed unnecessary.
He then closed the door, and when that woman simply tried to blow her nose again, about 14 seconds later, Mitchell came back and opened the door and pepper sprayed her in the face without giving her any warning or command.
I call that illegal.
You real tough now.
And what makes that interesting is that Mitchell omitted this encounter from his initial report.
Of course he did.
It's in their nature. They can't help it.
So what this shows you is that this officer has a history of brutalizing citizens if this man is lying about it not once but twice in such a short time span. Thanks for watching. If you would like more deep dive content, please go subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you want more shorter content, you can check out my TikTok. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and follow. But most importantly, make sure you share the content with everyone that you know so that we can hold cops accountable. Until next time, horns up, peace out, good night, and good luck.